What's cracking, people? Announcer here, and welcome back to Jak II. In the last one, we went about finding the Tomb of Mar by playing a minigame to get the last piece that Onin had. I don't know why, but we did. And in this one, we're found the Tomb of Mar. We're going to keep going into one of the more challenging aspects of the game. Oh dear, this is going to be quite an interesting walk down memory lane.
You did it, Jak. You actually found Mar's tomb.
Great. Now what? We send this poor kid into a meat grinder?
This is the day I've long awaited, to finally hold the fabled precursor stone in my hands.
You must be cautious, child. The tests of manhood are sure to be fraught with peril, and Mar's heir must face them alone.
It's okay, kid. You can do it. It's just a deep, pitch black, sure to be filled to the brim with painful death old tomb. I wouldn't go in there.
Welcome, heir of Mar. Finally, the Chosen One stands before me. Enter and prove yourself worthy to claim the ancient birthright. No. This child is too young to face the tests.
What?
No!
Do something, Jak!
Jak, remember the sure to be filled to the brim with painful death part?
Great tree limbs! He's going to face the tests.
No, he's gone to his death.
Freeze!
Okay, he said freeze and you looked the wrong way. Also, yeah, Core's not exaggerating. This part is going to going to break you. Like it's going to frustrate you to no end, especially your first run through this game. Oh boy. So how do these tests work? Well, if you look closely, you'll see that there's one big door in front of us that we got to open up. But there are two little passages that we have to contend with first. What you want to do, you just want to pick one and just go with it. I have no idea which ones is which. All I know is that, well, this one might be the one I think it is. But all I know is that one of them has a very tricky memorization puzzle that you gotta get right, and I will be going quiet through it.
Weapons are for the weak.
Okay. I'm either going to get this right or get this wrong. Okay. Okay. So that one's a memorization puzzle. Well, that's memorization keeping your eye on it. And press circle to hold to submerge. It's less a swimming. It's less a puzzle that's supposed to memorize, and more puzzle that you just got to keep your peripheral vision on. Once you see the spiders. Once you see the bugs with the red markings on them, just try to keep your eye on them as best you can. It's gonna be hard, I can guarantee you that one. But if your peripheral vision's good, or if you can just memorize where they generally are, you should be fine. So how is that kid supposed to get through half of this stuff? Because this just seems ridiculous. Okay. Now you might be thinking, oh, that part is just like the part from Jak II, Jak and Daxter. Nope. They put a twist on it. You have to be precise with your movements on this. If you mess up even once, you're dead. There is no second chance on that. So just keep that in mind. I don't think there's a second chance on it. Okay, didn't get through that fast enough. Okay, that's what I thought was gonna happen. See, now I'm definitely gonna die on this part because, oh boy, this is another one of the bug parts. Okay. Okay. This you right here? Oh, I lucked out. Great. Hold it. Oh, that's close. They give you just enough time to not die. Okay. Okay. This one is a little bit of a curveball at you. See, you messed up. You don't get a second chance. Well, I mean, if you can get, if you can get back to the place, then yes, you do get a second chance. But still,
Use only your body and brain for this challenge.
okay. And I think I've completely lost sight of it. Is it right here? Yeah, that's it right here. Okay. Yeah, I messed up on that one. I'll admit. Okay. Yeah, another thing you can do with this puzzle is that if you can memorize which panels make what sounds, then you can at least narrow down which panel it would probably be if you somehow missed the initial location of the flash. Though you should be fine. There we go. Oh boy. Come up for air. Don't think you need to do this. I think this is just here to get your bearings if you need it. Shotgun to the face. That's how you deal with giant spiders. Okay. Now here's the part that always gives me trouble. I never memorized this. But how this works is that you're going to hit one of these. It's going to make a noise. And you got to match. You got to match them up. And this one goes over here. Luckily the sounds are distinct enough that you can pick it out, but it can be annoying. This one was over here, right? Nope. Nope. Nope, that wasn't either. This one goes here, right? There you go. Now as you narrow them down, you'll get closer and closer to it, but it's like, ooh boy. This one got on my nerves. Because essentially what I did was I spent like an hour here just going around hitting everyone I could see. Nope. Now that one always does that. I don't know why. Because I remember distinctly in the original version that that one was randomly cut out. I think this one goes over here, right? Yeah, I spent like an hour just hitting random ones until I eventually got it down. Because I don't think I ever processed the sounds it was making. I think I just said, okay, keep going, and we'll be done. Alright, so that's one challenge down. And now we go to the second challenge. Keep on going through here. Okay, now we gotta hang a left. Okay, now this one's gonna be a bit tricky. Now what you're supposed to do on that part, as you saw there, you're supposed to grab the side and you wait for a click and then you go. Okay, there you go. And once again, how was this? I mean, I understand that even the voice is like, nope, this kid's way too young to do this. But it's like, at what point was that kid going to get the skills to do this one properly? Oh right, this is an elevator. I thought this was a collapsible platform, but no, it wasn't. Okay. Yeah, at least they deactivated the spikes for you, because that would have been a bit much trying to navigate this kind of platforming challenge and still have the spikes to contend with. There we go. Okay. Now, honestly, I find this part to be the easier of the two routes, just because it is purely platforming, where the other one was like puzzles and stuff. You know, the other one definitely flexes your brain more than this one does. This one flexes your This one tests your reflexes. And oh boy, is it a doozy! Okay. And I think that's it. At least that's it for this part, anyway. But just because I find this part to be easier does not mean it doesn't have its fair share of challenge. There is one particular part here that will challenge you pretty severely. And I think it's coming up right about now. Oh boy. Oh boy. This part. Oh, let's go. Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna die, oh god, it's a giant freaking ball. So yeah, I died there. So I want to die on this part repeatedly. I'm just gonna let you guys know that one up front. I always have problems with this one because Daxter's double jump is designed specifically to have just enough range to get you It's designed specifically to have just enough range to get you through where you need to go. Also, this thing's a one-hit kill, so don't let it kill you. So if you ever played Crash Bandicoot, these parts should be relatively easy for you because it's just Crash Bandicoot over again. If you get Naughty Dog, you made Crash Bandicoot. I'm dead. And dead. Dead again. Dead again. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this part gave me the heebie-jeebies growing up. Because when I was younger, I was incredibly terrified of arachnids. Nowadays, I'm pretty okay with them. At this point, it's not like I'm not scared of them, but it's like I can deal with them enough to where they don't freak me out. Because I mean, I used to be at a point where it's like I would just throw knives at them if I saw them. Whew. Well, that's it. And to reflect this change in gameplay, Daxter's no longer on our shoulder. But yeah, that part, whoo boy. If you're used to playing Crash Bandicoot, then you should be just fine. But it will but if you're an arachnophobe and you don't do good with high tension situations, that will test you like a mother. Okay, what the heck did I just do? See, that wasn't a glitch. That was me jumping and getting that completely wrong. Okay. But yeah, that part right there. I mean, to be fair, the last parts of each of the tests are suitably challenging. You know, like the last part of the other test was a brain bender, and by brain bender was just making sure you're paying attention. This one, that was definitely a test for me growing up. I remember that part gave me so much trouble my first time through. I think I was stuck on that part for maybe 30 minutes. Because I kept dying to not only the boulder, because I couldn't get used to how Daxter's jump was, but then I realized that Daxter's jump has just enough range to get you over every single bottomless pit. And once you get that inside your head, you can just keep going. But otherwise, nah. Oh, the thing is, you can do either trial first. There is no recommended way to do it. Like if you do trial we just did, you'll do the next trial without Daxter on your shoulder. I think it's a pretty cool detail. It's like you go through the rest of the trial and Daxter's just not there with you. But you can do the other one first. It doesn't really matter which one you do first as long as you get them both done. And as you see right there, there's Daxter waiting for us.
Daxter, there you are. What happened to you?
I had a hairy experience. No thanks to you.
Welcome, young warrior. Many eons have passed since our hope burned so brightly. Today you have proven yourself worthy to receive Mars' legacy.
He's talking about me. Thanks, your holy statueness. This tomb wasn't so tough.
What you are about to receive contains grave power, and with it comes grave responsibility. Eons ago, the Precursors waged a terrible war with the Horoquan, those dark creatures you refer to as Metalheads. Driven by their dark leader, the Metalhead Legions destroyed our great civilization, and now they swarm the universe unopposed, looking for the last relics of our power. Ma tried to hide the Precursor Stone in this tomb to protect it from them. It is our last hope, and you were chosen to keep that hope alive.
I think you got me confused with someone else. I just want the stone.
It is time to fulfill your destiny. Behold.
Wow! Let's get the goods.
Fools! You brought me right to the stone. Your pitiful underground friends were no match for my guards above. Now I will gain the power I need to crush my enemies. And after claiming the stone, I'll begin with you.
Abomination. The precursor stone is not meant for you.
My little friends will take care of you.
Okay, so here's how this works. Don't bother trying to shoot Baron practice. Instead, focus on the little guy for right now. And he'll eventually give you the means to take care of him himself. So we gotta do one more round of this and we should be fine. Nope.
Surprise! You idiot! You're no match for me! Cannot run away from this.
Now the one thing about this boss fight that I actually never paid attention to until much later on, until someone else pointed out to me, was that if you have to pay attention to the fight, you see that Baron practice is actually learning as the fight goes on. Like he's adapting, and the actual background is telling a story as you go on. Like you see Baron getting more and more aggravated with trying to get the stone off the statue, and you see him getting increasingly frustrated with Jak as he does more damage to his precious mech.
Allow me to share the pain.
Get this right. Okay. One more cycle of this, so we should be okay after that. Good boy. I think 2 more we should be fine. I don't miss too often. But yeah, pay attention to what Baron Practice is doing inside this fight as we go on. See, now he has the Precursor Stone, and now the first thing he does is test to see how strong it is with his machine. On it. There you go. So yeah, just wait for him to, you know, use the stone and then shoot, and you should be fine.
Nice try, but the stone is still mine. Don't worry, I will use the stone to its full potential. Soon all who oppose me will be destroyed by its power.
And just like that, all of our hard work is for naught. So yeah. Okay. here. And that was the second Praxis boss fight. And probably the most exciting of the lot, if you ask me, just because of how the fight how the fight plays out. How much you actually see Praxis in the background doing his thing, trying, like, you see like the story unfold of him getting the stone, and the actual fight itself. Though I wonder what the voice of Mar was talking about, spouting all this chosen one crap to Jak. Because very clearly this tune was meant for the boy, not for Jak. Let's go through here.
It's good to see you still alive.
It's good to see you still alive. Ah, that's funny. Well, anyway, that's been Jak II, and I've been a Nazi, and I will catch you later.